Welcome back. Thank you, Zach. I see the reminders. All right, here we are. Now we're live. I started talking for like a solid 45 seconds before I realized I hadn't clicked go live, and I got a little pop up that was like, "You forgot to click go live." I was like, "Oh, whoops, shit." Yep, New Year's Evil. All right. It is New Year's Evil. And there is The Rock. In NXT for the first time ever. No. No, he's not. He's been in NXT before. You can't just pretend he hasn't. You can't tell me he hasn't. I've seen it with my own two eyes. Oh, hello, Corey. All right, starting off with the NXT Women's title. Yep, that happened as of today. For those that are wondering what Zach's talking about, you can become a member or Patreon and find out. And for those wondering, right now I am getting something laid out on the 3D printer. Over there, it's printing parts. I've been trying to make a custom figure all day. I've been trying to print the character Mechasonic, specifically Mechasonic Mark II. Alright, I feel like tonight's got to be the night Roxanne finally loses. And then they can call her and/or her and Cora up in the Rumble time. But yes, I've been trying to print pieces to make Mecha Sonic because of a free print that I found that makes an articulated one. And it's been off to an interesting start. So here's how one of the feet turned out, split in half. The head, I broke one of the spines, so I got a new head printing. The lower half of the torso just fell apart immediately, like didn't even print properly. And then I have snapped the actual pegs off of almost every limb, just because of how thick the supports were. So I am thinning out the supports for the next print. God dang it. Yep, I've got my checklist of stuff that needs to get done tonight. So we'll get through all of that. So we all agree Eddie Thorpe's just here to take the pin tonight, right? Also, shout out Jack Pacific for shadow dropping their yearly 3-pack they do for Sonic figures. 2 years ago, it was Classic Sonic, Silver Sonic, and Classic Robotnik. 2 years ago, last year, it was Classic Sonic, Classic Knuckles, Classic Tails. And as of today, it is Super Sonic, Sonic the Werehog, and of course, mere hours after I finished painting these, an official release of Sonic with the Sonic Adventure 2 shoes on. So, you know, it's a Target exclusive. So I saw the announcement about it, hopped in my car, like saw that one of the creators I follow that's a figure collector had already found it, hopped in my car, and floored it the 20 minutes to Target. To see that they did not have any Sonic stuff at all out, actually, other than, like, the typical peg warmers. All right, so how's everyone doing tonight? We're doing good. Had a day off. I wasn't trying to have a day off. I actually was supposed to. I was supposed to substitute teach today, and then they canceled my job last minute. Alright. Hey, Hanzo, good to see you. Just stopping on the way to train Evan. Prez and my springboard shooting star. Send you a video. Has you been? Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat there for a second, Hanzo. I was I had a message from my wife. I was responding to. I'm good. I'm good. But I'll have to see that video when you send it. I'm excited. Yeah, it's weird. I'm gonna have to like keep my eyes very closely on I'm gonna keep my eyes closely on what do you call it? The Oh yeah, 3D printer. It's going right now, man. It's going. I've been printing stuff all week with it since we got it. Like you weren't here last night, but I printed this Luigi statue, which I painted last night on stream. For reference, this is the color everything comes out right now. It's just this base white. But yep, there's this that I've done. Let's see. Made Sonic some fancy new open hands and some new shoes, only for them to release a figure of him wearing these shoes today. So, and it's part of a 3-pack that's got 2 other figures I need to get in it. So, Target's going to be seeing me a lot this week as I try and find it. Oh, man. Yep, 3D printer is going over there. I have a time lapse from today's first print of the day, so we'll see how that goes. Right, I needed to get the stuff put in for main event for members, or not for members, for Patreons real quick. Members already got theirs. Patreon is where I slack a little bit more than I should. Come on, Julia. They can't just like do another fake out, right? Like they can't fake us out with Roxanne not losing the title again, right? All right, she's kicked out. There we go. Main event's now uploaded for Patreon. There we go. All right, there we go. New champion. Thank God, it's finally it's beyond time for Roxanne and Cora to go to the main roster. Like you can only sell how young they are in NXT for so long. When Roxanne got there in 2021 and she was 20, same thing with Cora. They were both born in 2001. Like you can only sell them being these prodigies for so long when there's a new generation of NXT stars that are coming in. They're the age they were when they started. Like it's time for them to go to the main roster. It's been time for a while. Oh no, Eddie Thorpe's attacked backstage again. He's getting boy who cried wolfed right now. Who attacked him though? It's gonna be like Even Page again, isn't it? There's Stephanie Vaquer. Hopefully they page Roxanne, have her win the title on her first night, or even better, do it to Cora. I can't decide who I want it to be. I don't think they're going to do that, seeing as Rhea and Tiffany both just won their belts within the last 7 days. And I don't see either of them losing anytime soon. I think they'll either win the women's tag titles or maybe one of the mid-card belts fairly quickly, but I don't see them winning the top title immediately. NXT call-ups usually take a little while to get their big push nowadays. Get it out of your systems, everybody. It's weird that the Rumble's in February. It's fucking February 1st. Oh, come on. Oh, man. Well, 3 print I'm doing over there is almost done, so that's good. Alright, now then. Oh god, Blue Chew's got TV ads now, too. No! I'm 24, I don't need that. Alright. Lyra Valkyria, now getting her SmackDown render. Oh, man. It's finishing up that print over there. It's just doing it's on the bottom of Mechasonic's head at this point. Alright, let's see here. Now then, I gotta do the title histories from WrestleMania 30. Jesus. Oh, great, we're dropping frames tonight. New internet, same old shit. Moving the webcam over here. Trying to think of who they're gonna have it revealed as the, Hey, Brandon. I'm trying to think of who they're gonna reveal as the one that attacked Eddie. Oh, there's Lola Vice. Oh shit, did I put the wrong thumbnail on the stream? I did. Hold on. That's the problem. I made two thumbnails back to back, so it's fixed now. There you go. Now, would you be if an NXT superstar won the Royal Rumble? Because I want to happen to shake up everything. I feel like there's at least 3 words missing there, Byron. I assume you're asking, would I be happy if an NXT star won a Rumble? Because you wanted to happen as a shakeup. I feel like the opportunity to do that was Shayna Baszler in 2020. I don't think there's one that would make sense this year, with the exception of if Roxanne Perez was still a face and Rhea was still a heel. But right now, I don't know who's going to win the Women's Rumble. I wouldn't be shocked if it's either Charlotte or Becky, though. Men's side of things, it's got to be Cena. So, not this year, but maybe 1 year in the future. Alright, now then. Yeah, but we got Stephanie Vaquer picking up the win in this one. Though I would not be upset about a Lola Vice win. Wouldn't mind her being the one to take the belt off Fallon. Let's see. Cena wins, then how can Punk gets it? So Zach, there's this magical event coming up in March called the Elimination Chamber. Crazy, I know. It's not very well known, right? It's not a very well known event. No one's really heard of it, but it's called the Elimination Chamber, and typically it's how they crown the other challenger. This guy, God, what's his name? Drew something. Drew McIntyre. That's right. He got his world title shot out of it last year. Sorry if that sounded like I was being a dick, but that's kind of one of those cases where it was like, I mean, the answer is pretty obvious. If you think about it for a second. Yeah, that's Ryan Reynolds. I know. Mint Mobile, 15 a month. I gotta pay my damn bill in a week here. That's gonna eat up most of my checking account. Yes, Cena could also win the chamber. You are correct. I think you're messing up. I think you're thinking of the LS11 lore there with the "I'm not coming second place to you again, John" thing. I think John's gonna have an HBK type run, just obsessed over becoming number 17. Yeah, I think you're onto something there, Pierre. I think he'll win the Rumble. I think he'll get his shot at WrestleMania. I don't think he's winning the belt at WrestleMania. I think he will win the title later in the year, and it's going to be like a long chase along the way. Because, like, if you just do it all immediately, then there's no story for the rest of the year other than Cena defends the title, right? And that can only be interesting for so long. How? I'll admit, it is nice to hear Corey's voice again. I kind of missed him. I kind of miss him being on NXT. Oof, that landing looked a little rough there from Kalani. I think there's a possibility that he comes out short of the Rumble, tries for Chamber, wins, but loses at Mania, tries for King of England. Yeah, I think that's a possibility as well. He's my pick to win the Rumble, though. I'm sticking with it. Ouch. Oh, Judas effect. And Stephanie Vaquera with the win. 2 for 2 tonight. Wouldn't be shocked if she picks up the belt off of Fallon as well. I feel like Fatal Influence might be due for a main roster call-up at this point. They need more women's tag teams. Oh, hello. Hello, Unholy Union. So Obafemi just outright admitted he attacked him. All right, 3D printer just finished the parts it was doing. Let me go grab these. You take a look at how they turned out. I still didn't decrease or I didn't decrease the sturdiness of the supports, but they are laid out better this time, so it might be easier to pop them apart. Let's see. Okay, Xander, don't break them apart this time. Come on, I don't want to have to print this head out a third time. Let me grab the cutters that Hemlock was using earlier today. These are actually made for the 3D printer stuff, so Let's see.
So she recommended an add-on treatment. She recommended adding Rexulti. When taken as an antidepressant, Rexulti was proven to significantly reduce depression symptoms more than an antidepressant alone. So with my antidepressant, Rexulti could provide a boost. Elderly people with dementia-related psychosis have increased risk of death or stroke. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions.
God, the supports on this are just way too small. And I gotta be careful as heck here.
This sandwich is not just spicy, it's flavorful. Different Italian and liver pizza, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A grilled spicy deluxe sandwich is that spicy kick. I really like the marinated chicken breast because the
Also, for people wondering, the second episode of Speed that determines, well, for the live stream watchers, you already know the two challengers for this weekend's Speed against that'll air before Halloween Havoc. I'll be uploading that after this stream tonight. Yeah, they just show NXT. I just bought 2 t-shirts. Alright then. So she's gonna be main roster bound. You'd think so. I imagine, like I was just saying earlier up here, I imagine she and Cora are probably both gonna be main roster bound as an act for now. Just keep them together for now. Help bolster up the women's tag scene. Eventually, you can go back to having them feud against one another.
Experience hands-on learning in classroom, lab, and clinical settings. Explore diverse specialties including maternal infant care and adult health, and by completing South College's Associate of Pharmacy nursing program. The dentist will be right in. Hey, I heard you're retiring soon. You excited? Yeah, Doc, but there's so much to consider. Medicare, finances, and others like dental insurance. You can get your own from Physicians Mutual. Easiest decision ever. It's real dental insurance. It's real affordable. Well, I think my work here is done. Wait, what? Hey, I heard you're retiring soon. You excited? Affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. One of the easiest retirement decisions you can make. For a free information kit, call now. This dental insurance helps cover over 400 procedures. Everything from cleanings.
Alright, come on, please let these supports come off easily tonight, because I don't want to have to reprint this body for a third time.
To get your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
See that commercial that was about dental insurance for like retired people, the Physicians Mutual. It's funny. I was supposed to have a dentist appointment today, but I called and or tomorrow actually. I had to call and cancel it because I don't have dental insurance anymore. Oh yeah, I forgot WWE and Topps are back in business together with trading cards. I actually found some of my old Topps cards the other day. Oh, there's Trips and Nick Khan. OTN challenger for the tag titles next week, huh? Probably won't do another watch along next week unless I'm just like really, really feeling it for NXT. But in part because I just enjoy having these evenings to myself typically. But with this being a special episode of NXT and stuff, I figured I'd do the watch along. Well, here's Shotzi. Team Alt Girls has arrived. I like the face paint they got going on. Oh, wait, no, maybe it was just lighting. Hold on. It was just lighting, Xander. You have to make a statement. Have Roxy win the Women's Rumble. She won't. She won't, but imagine. She'll have a great showing. Oh, yeah, probably. Shit! I did, in fact, break the body. It's just so fucking brittle is the issue. And the supports make it impossible to tell. Let's try not to break the other two parts, Xander. Sound good? Okay, there we go. Finally got a part of Mecha Sonic done that didn't have a fucking break in the filament. Now let's try not to break his head apart here. I also wouldn't be surprised to see Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley go up at some point soon. Like, Dolan's been ready. Like, everyone in this match, for the most part, other than maybe Jasmine Nix, just because she's still pretty green, is ready for main roster. Before Fatal Influence became a thing, I was campaigning that Fallon Henley should just get called up last year.
If you have heart disease and struggle with LDL-C, even with statins and diet, listen to your heart. Talk to your doctor about Repatha.
Repatha plus a statin lowers LDL-C by 63%. Do not take Repatha if you're allergic to it. Seriously.
Alright, Xander, let's not clip his face here.
Right away if you have trouble breathing or swallowing, swelling of the face, lips, tongue, throat, or arms. Common side effects include runny nose, sore throat, common cold symptoms.
Oh man, but yeah, I'll tell you guys this. Some exciting news here. I'm getting pretty close to being done with scripting of the first. Well, exciting news for like Pierre, Zach Pugs, and like Tatum and JT, and that's about it on this channel. But an ever-growing audience over on Xander LS11, which is nice. The channel has been popping off a little bit lately, which has been cool to see with the figure reviews. But anyway, point being, where I was going with that is, hold on, let me be gentle here. I'm trying not to break his nose off, because then, okay, almost there. Hold on. Yes! Clean break of the filament around the nose. Gonna have to vacuum in here soon. But anyway, what I was gonna say is, once I find that 3-pack that has Supersonic, the Werehog, and Soap Shoe Sonic in it, I will be ready to actually begin production on the first episode of the Xander Stop Motion Cinematic Universe. Because I want to start it with Speed Adventures. I feel like that's got to be where it starts. I gotta start with episode 0 of Rehedged. Hold on. How many layers are there to his head? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So don't accidentally snip off one.
Windshield where you are, even if that's right in your driveway. Have a good day. Safe Flight makes it easy. Go to safeflight.com to schedule your appointment today. This week, CW Footside Saturday delivers a full day of double-header action. When they square off against Boston College.
Please don't tell me I'm fucking it up. If I didn't accidentally pull any parts of him off, I'm fine. As long as I don't pull any parts off, I'm fine. I can just... If it's just a little rough, I can sand it. I think that's just a little roughness.
NXT is a six-man tag team matchup. Continuing, their booker is your rock star with a senton, with a cover, leg for the near fall. We talk about how taking care of business, taking actually clamped it in front of everything like right now, Gigi going desperate, wants to get back into this matchup, but it was JC Davis that Gigi Doe returned because she is just a part of in the match. Don't return in November.
Okay, that's not me splitting it. I'm actually pulling it the right way. Do the ears have little divots in them? Hold on. It's been a good tag match, by the way. Yeah, a lot of the women's roster in NXT is like ready to go main roster wise. Like it's to a point where I wouldn't be. I'm not going to count on it, but I wouldn't be against WWE doing like a women's version of Nexus Invasion, essentially. Like people always tell me, "Oh, do a modern day version of the Nexus." It's like, well, I don't really want to, but yeah. Like I'm not counting Shotzi when I'm like, "Oh, everyone in this matchup is main roster ready." Shotzi is main roster. She's just kind of doing whatever what a lot of people do, which is a little excursion to NXT for a little bit. Help get other people ready for main roster. All right, I'm 3 for 3 tonight. Three for 3, and of course I'm going for the sweep on the night. Pierre and I had the exact same predictions, and he's like 4 points ahead of me. It's like I'm not dead last in the Discord predictions league, but I ain't doing too hot in it though. Raw last night did not help.
shut because you broke it in half.
And yet, that moment is played on every episode of NXT since. But for some reason, tonight, big historic episode of NXT, New Year's Evil, Ethan Page is nowhere to be seen.
Ethan Page is going to get the Rock segment tonight, isn't he?
Very clear. This is NXT, and I call the shots on perfect timing, actually.
There's nothing perfect about this. It is.
Yup. A little bit of his ear came off, but
Final boss. That is correct. It's good to meet you. Great to meet you. I heard a lot about you. I hope so. A little bit. Okay, but that's okay. I heard that you broke a guy's jaw. Is that right, Ava?
Yeah.
Javon, yeah, he deserved it. Well, payback's gonna be a bitch. I just want you to know that. I doubt that. I heard you broke a guy's wrist. Fingers. Oh, the fingers. I'll happily take credit for wrists. Okay. All right. Well, listen, I took news. I told everyone today meeting this NXT roster that was a awesome meeting. Everyone and every man, if they need anything, they come to me. If you need anything, you come to me. I like the sound of that. One more thing. I am the final boss, like the final boss. But on this show, NXT, she's the final boss.
Ava is so good, isn't she?
If you and I are gonna be cool, to be cool, then you and I need to be cool. Cool? We're gonna be cool. I'll see you on the main roster one day. I hope so. All right. It's just sweet. That's all I know.
Anymore. It's been a crazy night. That's not what we're talking about. But, you know, NXT is all about moments. I feel like this is a pretty big one. But speaking of that, what did I say?
I don't know. I have no idea what I'm gonna say out there. It's crazy. Can you give me some advice?
Okay. No one has your record. You've been in front of millions of crowds where you have never been in front of an NXT crowd. Their passion is different. So, you must not know what to say. You're going to have it. You're going to feel exactly what to say.
I don't know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna get there, I'm gonna feel it, and then I'm gonna say it from whatever it is.
The Ava was so good was a bit of a jab at the fact that her dad is literally in charge of the company now. But yeah, I mean, I feel like my robotic delivery of that would kind of tells you that, Pierre. I feel like you knew that, but some people don't get it when I'm being sarcastic a lot of the time, so.
This episode of NXT is presented by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, and motorcycle insurance. Visit progressive.com.
Not right now, Missile. We all know you try and eat the filament. If I do. Yep. Nope. You guys might be able to hear Missiles vaguely out there. She is like, Dad, let me in. I cannot let her in until I vacuum in here because she has been trying to eat filament all weekend. With Missile, edible is an option. It's not a requirement for her meals, is how she likes to view life. Hold on, I'm going to need... It's almost done. You guys can't see it very well, but I can. In the back of this top spine is a lot of filament just kind of jammed, like a lot of filling kind of jammed back in there. So I'm going to try and knock it free with a screwdriver since the pliers have kind of done as much as they can. I got to dig it out at this point. Which it doesn't have to be perfect given it's under the spines and like no one can really see it other than me, but I did way better at Wrestle Dynasty than I thought I was gonna do. Yeah, I completely forgot Zack Sabre Jr. was the IWGP champion. So I was like, oh, Ricochet will probably just like kick him in the dick or something to beat him. Not even thinking about the fact that Sabre Jr. was the champion.
Consumers value and rate number one in network coverage and customer satisfaction. That has you guys that gets way better coverage than I do. Sounds like one that has you beat. Not at all. Are you really coverage? Yep. And plans start at just $20. Oh, lessons for Linda. You're embarrassing yourself. At least my phone works. The switch to the carrier rate number one in network coverage satisfaction is right now. Get your second month free. Call from Fear Cellular today.
Popping is hard work. Why try to switch from Power Lock? It has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on contact. Plus, its 360-degree swivel head cleans up along baseboards and even behind the toilet. I love it. The Swiffer Power.
This bakery needs new equipment fast to keep up with demand, so they're going to Octave, the online lender that makes it easy to choose your loan, and if approved, get funds as soon as the same day. Your loan is Octave.
Life doesn't always go as planned, which is why Domino's is giving you an emergency pizza. Free pizza to use when you need it most.
Alright, I think I've got as much as I'm going to, and then I can easily just... Yeah, smoothed out a little bit. I'll take the win where I can on that. There you go. SmackDown 3 hours. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that. I've seen the Triple H said that to Pat yesterday.
Introducing first from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 225 pounds, Lexus King. And his opponent, representing the corner pitch crew, he is the NXT Heritage Cup champion, Charlie
Oh, for some reason I thought Lexus King had won it by disqualification recently. Am I just making that up?
No breaks. One fall to a finish. Booker is the bigger injustice. King winning the cup via disqualification or the cup being taken from King. Yeah, I just got to say, I like to play around the balls and everything, but Ava got it wrong there. Ava got this wrong. Alexis team was called on to still be the Heritage Cup champion right now. Well, typically this would be a round-style clash. Set it up tonight. They don't need to win 2 decisions. King, of course, win was unprecedented. That title cannot change hands on disqualification under British rules.
Here was the we heard about the SmackDown going back to 2 hours, or me saying asking if you guys had heard Missile out there screaming.
This third matchup between the two of you would compete. I'm going to compete against the these superstars. I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about. Yeah, we've never competed. Let me rephrase it so we can understand. How would you approach a third matchup if you were in a trilogy or a two? What you're talking about? You're sitting beside a guy who's infamously gone through some serious back and forth contests. But regardless, every time you compete against somebody, you learn something. You learn something about your opponent, and you may learn something about yourself. If these guys have been paying attention to what they should have been learning, you're going to have a plastic on their hands. This is an aggravating situation for Lexus King to be stuck in. This is not what we've seen from Charlie.
So, sports now.
Alexis King taking no quarter catch crews here. Ren Sinclair, Bourne, Ice, nobody in the corner. for Lexus King, and we have seen Mr. Regal there. Of course, his brass knuckles at the center of the controversy surrounding that disqualification in their cup match previously just a few weeks ago. As King in control for a moment, Dempsey able to turn things around, and now Dempsey controlling the arm, controlling the body, and this is what Charlie Dempsey has done so well as Heritage Cup champion.
Into this ring from the Heritage Cup but I think Seth definitely is going to play in Lexus King's favor. He went wild to the finish, and trust me, any given Tuesday, Vic, any given Tuesday, it can happen.
We'll take a look right here. Lexus King stepping up now because King is showing you that ability that he really has put him away on the mat, studying, training with Charlie Dempsey, trying to step up his game to be more of an all-around superstar here in NXT. This right now, cat and mouse chess like going to be a change of strategy for Lexus King. I think right now it's high time to punch Dempsey right between the eyes. Snap the mouth, roll off his head. You're not going to wrestle Charlie Dempsey.
All right.
Technique, Charlie Dempsey. That's Lexus King. So bad. It's only going to take some more.
Lexus King is rocking out there, staying inside all the room and doing it right. He's not just the old chip, off the old Rick. He's his own man.
Okay, how many times did you win the world title? Six times. In those 6 times, how many times did you win it because you were a nice guy? Because you followed the rules? No, except. Thank you for making my point. Speaking of which, when it comes to Booker's championship matches, of course, The Rock will be here later on tonight. I'm still trying to figure out this I'm talking to Lexus King wants to be champion. He needs to go top
got to be like his old man, Vic. That's his old man.
You were talking to an When's the last time you won the world championship? Taking the air, taking control of this matchup because he wants his Heritage Cup back. He's rocking the Los Angeles champion.
That spice is 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Hi, my name is Kenisha, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A grilled spicy deluxe sandwich is that spicy kick of the chicken. It's just the right amount of heat. It gets me excited and definitely warms
That
my
was
heart.
nice.
And then, pro tip, add that cilantro lime sauce. I couldn't get enough of that sauce. It cools it down. If the sandwich is at 100, the cilantro lime takes it to 200. It makes me want to like tell all my friends and family.
Your guest paid for their testimonial.
You'll be back. E-Move can't help people customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Your gas supply went forward.
No, he's a dreamer, Frank.
Doug, babe. That word really needed. Only paying for what you need.
Did you know GoodRx can help you get a better price on your family's prescriptions?
I just opened the app, type in the name of our mess. That's it.
I hear you, Missile.
Prescription savings for the whole family. Another good reason to check GoodRx.
This is the biggest rank that the case has seen.
100% your final formation episodes Thursday, January 23rd. Every second counts. That's right. First of all, to keep you days ahead of dangerous weather with Atlanta's most accurate team before it matters. We know, you know.
Our weather team was built here to handle Georgia weather. Our agenda is your safety, your plans, your peace of mind.
First word weather on Atlanta News First. Our agenda this year.
Get ready, drop the confetti.
Introducing home theater lifestyle. The new soundtrack motion never living.
Basha,
The ultimate home theater experience. It's now at Rooms to Go. It's now. Here comes the
Very cool. Ready to entertain with our epic sound tech built-in audio system that surrounds you with the bass and sound.
and shot, no sound.
The power motion and music that sets sky.
the new soundtrack motion never living. Basha.
Exclusively now at Rooms to Go.
South College's certificate and licensed practical nursing program is designed to provide you with the academic and clinical practice opportunities to gain the knowledge and skills that are essential in today's healthcare environment. LPN students work
Wait, hold up.
procedures to collect and
Pierre, I just realized with how delayed some stuff is seeming coming from you. Have you are you on a delay down there on the little live button?
To find out more about our Atlanta and Marietta campuses, visit south.edu. South College, where dreams found direction.
Are you ready for the all-new Fire? Come watch your favorite Wheels Monster Truck toys, Stegosaurus, Tiger Shark, Five Alarm, Bigfoot, and more come to life at Wheels Monster Trucks Live. Get your tickets now.
What is to get the beat overtime?
It's this, that, and a whole lot of
God, what are the empty layers that you're talking about, Orca? It's like, oh, it's saying you have empty layers on some of your supports. It's just not generating supports.
finish for the NXT Heritage Cup. Lexus King, Charlie Dempsey, Dempsey in control. You gotta wonder, Booker, if Dempsey likes seeing the heartbreak and King dies when he had to relinquish the cup.
King said everything like
Charlie Dempsey, of course, has been in these British rounds matches his entire career and dating back to NXT, UK, two-time cup champion. Lexus King trying to hold that cup home. First man on suplex to the bridge and the first table. It's like, oh, Dempsey. This goes back to what you talked about. Charlie Dempsey being such a good as King can wrestle Dempsey. It was a silly strategy by Lexus King. He thought he was going to come out here and do something like this to Charlie Dempsey, a submission master, trained the world over. And you talk about
Let's see.
this match versus the usual Heritage Cup rule. That should benefit Dempsey. Because this guy who trained in the Dopers in Japan, Charlie Dempsey was a cat.
Okay, I was just double checking because, like, I was trying to figure out because I'd mentioned a lot of people being ready for. What is OBS is just lagging. There we go. I'd mentioned a lot of people being ready, and then like 10 minutes later, you were like, "Yeah, so many of them are ready." So I was just double checking.
New Year's Eve, the Heritage Cup on the line for the first time ever. Sudden death rules. No rounds, no clock, no breaks. One fall to a finish. Oh, he's looking for the combination. He got caught in a crossface chicken wing.
All right. Now the fun part of the night.
With a first right hand, Dempsey fired up. That's a great observation. And typically in a rounds match, that would have been a knockout. This matchup would have been over. I think James Howard is great. Could just be a matter of time. I think Alexis King right now is operating with instinct alone, which is admirable, but it does not bode well. Double collision. And to your point, you just said, after another collision like that, what can you do?
All right, this is where I can get this exported. I can get this printing and.
Rolling free. Some superstars back up. King charging back in.
Cool.
Lexus King couldn't get out of the way. Charlie Dempsey.
There, get those printing, and now I can get back to working on the website. Oh, is Lexus King about to win it? 4 for 4. Just need a Trick win in the main event, and I've swept tonight. Huh. Good Alexis King. Oh. All right then. Hey, Joe Tessitore. Alright, let's try to begin. Alright, I've gone with a Trick retention tonight. Oh man. I don't even think Oba's beating Trick at all, Zach. I think they'll have their one-on-one match. I think Trick will win it, and Oba will get the call-up. I think Trick's going to be in NXT. Maybe not for another full year, but for a little while longer.
Give just 63 cents a day. You're making kids just like me. You're gonna have a small and have a child today.
This is your moment. Let's make a difference.
I forgot to ask one question. Just one minute.
Yeah.
She's not something that she's paying attention. It's your last chance to get iPhone 16 Pro on us. You don't have to watch Series 10. Only on Verizon.
Huh. Yeah, that 3D print I'm doing now is not going to finish before the stream is over, unfortunately. But yeah, I think we all agree Eddie Thorpe's just here to take the pin, right? Like, no offense to Eddie, but grabbing Hogan easily makes the first Netflix Raw forever iconic. Agreed. Especially on Fuck Hulk Hogan Day, of all days. Like, and the fact that, you know, they booed him on Fuck Hulk Hogan Day, of all days, just makes it better. Oh, no Eddie Thorpe right now. All right. The big trucks is gonna eat the little trucks, by the way. There you go. I'll give you that one for free. They're going to have Eddie Thorpe limp out at the end, and that's how they're going to get around one of these guys getting pinned. Eddie Thorpe's going to, like, limp his way out to the ring to try and, Wait a minute. I just realized. Rock is main eventing over this. Because he's the final boss, Pierre. He's better than all of these nobodies in NXT. Except his daughter, of course, the greatest general manager of all time, Ava. Oh, Alex is home. Let's see. I wonder what Penta's finisher in WWE is going to be. I don't know. I don't know Penta's moveset that well. I'll be honest with you. I don't know it well enough to have an answer for you on that one. Or to even really be able to speculate it. Here, out on this. Another ego. Ethan trying to take Rock Smile. That'd be interesting. Yeah, you know, I feel like we'll probably get someone with Ethan and Rock. Go. Yeah, oh, Ethan's been main roster ready, man, for sure. Oh, there's Eddie Thor with a chair, limping towards the ring. They're cooking though. I am thoroughly enjoying this fight. Give me a Trendsetters trio. Oh god. Yeah, like I said, Eddie Thorpe's gonna come down and he's just gonna get absolutely bodied. And oh god, they might just have him win. Even though he is by far one of the least over guys in NXT. Matt Gargano, heel. We could have run that back. Well, Gargano's in a tag team right now, so there's Eddie. Yeah, they're just gonna have like Oba clobber Oba. Or Oba's gonna clobber Eddie for a minute here. Hit him with like his power bomb, then Trick's gonna have the trick shot and pin Eddie instead. Quick match was one of the best ever. Paige wore a tracksuit like a rocket line. That was right. All right then. Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit. Brock Lesnar, guys, as shocked as I am. All right. Bet. If I'm wrong and it's Oba Femi winning the belt, so be it. I am happy to be wrong. That's my guy right there. Oba should just never lose that belt. He should just have it forever. That's his now. Like, no one else is ever going to have it. And I'm okay with that. I 1,000% let him break Cole and Finn's records. Agreed. Like, I hope this means Trick's heading up to main roster with the Rumble. You know, he can do his rematch at Stand and Deliver, drop the belt. Like, you know, lose a one-on-one rematch with Oba that way. And then, officially make Oba the top guy in NXT that way. As he should be. I know Triple H, it's apparently reported that Triple H really likes Oba Femi as well, so I have no fears for this man's future. Like, I see big things for Oba Femi, Triple H sees big things for Oba Femi. Like, all the people that matter see big things for Oba Femi. You know, me and Triple H, that's where it's at. You know, the father-son power trip and all that. You know, and like, I think he would agree with me if he was here right now. What are you talking about, Fat Johnny Gargano? Oh, you're calling me that again. Calling you what? Fat Johnny Gargano. You do kind of look like a fat Johnny Gargano. You also, does anyone ever tell you kind of look like Jack Black? More often than you'd think. What's up, Triple H? I just wanted to come in here and say that, Oba Femi is gonna be like the next top guy forever. He's gonna ruin all the belts. He's gonna absolutely destroy Cody. It's all been this long game. Oh yeah? What do you mean? I mean that I'm gonna bring him up to main roster and he's gonna squash Cody and send him packing back to that little pissant company. Show them I built up your guy better than you ever could have. And now look at him getting squashed by one of my guys. All right then. Is that how that's how we're going about? Don't interrupt. Gotta go. Okay. He's gone. Yes, have him squash Roman, cowards. All right, here we go. All right. There he is. Someone might have clean sweep predictions, and I'm not happy about it. That's true. Oh, but in real life, get a win over a person like Cena or Orton. I think he should. I think he should. Oh man. All right. Final thing I got to update is the WWE title. Then I got to go in and update a couple of the reigns to have a different number next to them compared to what I used to have. I've been beat a lot of top names first, lost by roll up. That would be just a storytelling and saying having, for example, Rollins have to beat a newcomer by roll up. How did I know you were going to say his first loss should be Rollins? Said much whenever position, Cena was the IC championship and either over or Bronson beat him for the belt in the squash. Yeah, I'd be behind that. And I love you, random citizen. Oh god, Rock teasing that he might still go after Cody, huh? The show's gonna cut off, Dwayne! Yeah, Dwayne, make up your mind, man. The people aren't exactly craving Red 1 Part 2 for next Christmas. So I think you got time to do Mania, bud. Rock, I think you're out of time, pal. I'm sure we're gonna get like some we're gonna get like a social media thing later tonight. It's gonna be like after the show went off the air, Ethan Page came out and got his ass beat or something like that. Alright, I'm almost done with the Pierre's just out here wanting to see the world burn. Could you imagine the tantrum Diva Dwayne would have thrown if the show got cut off on him? Okay, anyway, what I was gonna say is oh my god. What I was going to say was I will stay live until I finish website stuff. Shouldn't take me long. I've got to essentially go in and make it where it recognizes Wade Barrett in the Intercontinental title history, where it has Reign 1, Reign 2, instead of Reign 1, Reign 1. I got to do the same for the Usos. And then I got to do the main event results, and I got to upload speed. Like, I'm very proud of how well kept the website is, but also, oh my god, do you guys know how exhausting this is to be the only one doing this? Like, I could never outsource this to someone else. It would feel wrong to outsource this to someone else. That's why I'm the one that does all the graphics and stuff. But, like, my god, this is not easy. There we go. Also, a little figure preview for you here. Um, Unfortunately, the hat has gone missing, but I think you know where this is going. Red coat, black shirt, red tie, black pants. We all know where this good day, good evening, and good night is going. Like I said, I don't know where the hat went. You guys might remember Alex came in here on stream one day to mess with me, and it fell off my desk, and I have not seen it since. So I'm just having to hope I find it and that Nizzle didn't eat it or something. Because then I guess I could just 3D print another hat at this point, but it's a lot of a waste of filament at that point if I could just find it instead. Okay. Like, I am proud of how much history I've filled in the Endless 11 universe, but I'm also like, how much am I going to be able to close these gaps one day? Like, I'm just curious at that point. Because, like, the tag titles, for example, I've got 36 teams have held the World Tag Team titles, formerly the Raw Tag titles, in LS11 history. And that dates all the way back to 2002. Or 2004, excuse me, with Too Cool. Alright, now I gotta just do the main event results and stuff, and then I'll be good to go. If anyone's got any, like, last-minute burning questions, now is your time to ask them. As we are probably in the last 15 minutes of the stream at this point. If even. So I still need a shower tonight, too, and, come on, am I working tomorrow? Still no, right now. Still a delivery day tomorrow. I don't really want to have a delivery day, but so be it if I have to. Mrs. Mass is great. Yeah, so for those that are not members or patrons, you haven't seen, following what happened last week on Main Event, Miz is now wearing a glittery black version of the undashing Cody Rhodes mask. I thought that was brilliant. Can we also appreciate he wears the fucking sunglasses? Here, I'll show it real quick. He also wears the fucking sunglasses over them. Over the mask. Because it's still the moneymaker. I am very proud of that. I had that idea last night, and I was going to bed when I thought of it. And I was really worried that I was going to forget it, and I didn't even write it down. But fortunately, I managed to remember it, and then I wrote it down when I did the main event results. At least Oba won one of my 3 favorites, so not a totally bad night. Yeah, well, yeah, you win some, you lose some. Your favorites don't always win. That's wrestling. Simple as that. But yeah, if you're not a member of Patreon, I like to say, yes, he looks so dumb with the sunglasses on with the mask. Like, surely it's gotta hurt. I think it's hilarious. Like, that's why I did it. Is Miz probably thinks he looks so cool with it, but it's the lamest shit possible. And yeah, I do imagine it hurts, but he probably thinks it makes him look like a megastar. Also, we got to see Duke Hudson on main event as a singles guy without Chase U get stuff for the first time. True, being a Finn Balor fan is rough, man. It is hard to be a Finn Balor fan nowadays. Alright, the 3D printer is working its magic over there on the reprints for Mechasonic. I'm hopeful that Mechasonic will pop together this time and I can paint them and everything. Because I'm going to start doing videos on that kind of stuff sooner or later. I had Scourge the Hedgehog almost completely done, and then the jacket I sculpted for him just completely crumbled. So I'm going to get cloth or something and make one myself. Like you can see here, all that's left is for me to paint his shoes. I've got the black coat on. I got to do the green straps around them and then the green on the buckle up there and the green bottom. That's part of why I've got the Posca pens now. The character's been so entertaining. The character built through the season. We're not getting Kevin Owens. We're getting Vicious Kevin Steen. Yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, I've really enjoyed how Kevin Owens has been handled this season in Universe as well. I've been having a lot of fun with him. Heel Kevin Owens is where he's at his best. And now we got heel Kevin Owens. We got Psycho Ciampa. We're kind of getting back to form with a lot of the top guys of LS11 history. Kind of starting to get back course corrected from what's been an off few years for someone like Ciampa, who's had a bit of a slump the last several seasons. Which I'll admit, Ciampa was kind of in a slump the last couple seasons as a means of cooling him down after, I was worried I was overusing him. Because for a long time it was like, oh, well, Xander needs someone to challenge for a world title. Someone get Ciampa on the phone. All right, let me get Speed uploaded, and then I'll do the updates for that, and then I'll be done for the night. We finish out tournaments. Determine this weekend's title contenders. But yep, also the LS11 Grand Championship is going to be defended this weekend on Clash at the Castle. Jericho versus Axiom. God help us all. Let me get a thumbnail for Speed, then I'll click upload on it, and it'll be good to go. It'll be public. Because it's been uploaded, I just haven't made it public yet. So let me find a good thumbnail for it.
This video and
Every other video I scroll on my three channels is brought to you by Patreon. Click the link in the description to find out something, whatever. We'll make Jada Parker the thumbnail. People seem to like her a lot. I don't 100% get it, but I respect it. So if I see enough hype around someone with the fans, I try and do at least a little something with them, or just to see if something clicks for me with them. If I kind of suddenly go, oh, I like using this person, or something, you know? You feel me? Alright, cool. Speed's good to go now. Kevin's being a highlight of the season, along with Ciampa, Johnny, Karrion, Reed, Frazier, and Liv. Then we might actually see the package pile driver on the ladder spot. Yeah, looking back, the Cody Ciampa match being where we get the Triple H screw job probably should have been the move. Yeah, if I haven't said it yet, Buddy instead in the World Cup. Yeah, I'm very happy with the World Cup. I think this year's World Cup was better than last year's. I know Zach's going to agree because Seth Rollins wasn't just in it. He won the entire bloody thing. But anyway. That being said, I just felt like the matches were bigger this year. It felt like we weren't holding out on as big a names this year either. Like, we had Seth in there, we had Danielson in there, we had Mox in there, Jay White, you know, Buddy was in there, Frazier was in there. We put some champions in there, like Frazier, like Hendry, like Garcia. I think overall it was a solid World Cup this year. I mean, 63 matches, and every one of them delivered in their own way, I think. Helped break Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser out as singles guys. The interaction with Randy was hilarious. I was very proud of that. There's just the sudden, you look like shit. Or no, and you look like melted ice cream, you piece of shit. I was very proud of that one. I came up with that one, like, while I was doing the promo. I was like, what do I have Randy tell him that would just really upset Jericho? What would hurt Chris's fragile little ego? God, I'm gonna need Alex to pop my back for me tonight. Once I get off stream, I'm gonna have her do that for me if she will. Hopefully she will. Hopefully she loves me enough to do so, because my back's killing me, man. Oh yeah, Alex and Jericho's gonna be fun. I was gonna record that today, and then I got so caught up in trying to make Mecha Sonic happen. And then, like, 5 o'clock came, and I opened up Instagram. So, Pierre, I think you're gonna appreciate this joke. Pierre, I think you specifically are going to appreciate this joke. So I've been talking about how there's one Sonic figure in particular I want to make from scratch if they weren't going to release one. And I was like, oh, I'm going to learn how to edit 3D models to make custom figures. Then Jax is just going to release the figure. Well, like, no shit. I open up my Instagram and I just suddenly hear... followed by pictures from an account I follow, Tito the OG, showing that he had found a fucking Jack specific Sonic the Werehog that came out today as a Target exclusive. So 5 o'clock, I'm about to set up to do Clash at the Castle. I fucking floor that shit all the way to the Target across town just to see, and they don't have it yet. I'm gonna every day until I find it. I'm just gonna keep checking that, or until it ends up on the website. Like, I'm going to keep my eyes peeled on the Target app for it as well, because, like, I want that thing. I want it bad, man. Oh, no, it was Can't Haunter Me is who shared it. Like, literally, here, I'll let you hear it if it'll... Let me turn off my sound gate, actually. That should... Let me turn off the filter, and then you should be able to hear it. But, like, I open up Instagram... and just, his post pops up, and so I just hear... Hold on. And I'm like, oh no! I need to play Unleashed. I've never beat it. I've heard only good things. I've heard the Werehog stages can drag. I've heard the Werehog stages can drag a lot. but I do want to play it. I have it on PS3. I want to play it just to see. I want to see how good it is. I want to see if it's as good as everyone says it is. Because a lot of people say it was the end of the Dark Age. Because then we got Colors and Generations, and then Lost World and Forces, and then we got Frontiers, which I love Frontiers. I need to finish Frontiers. Maybe I'll do that on stream. I'm up to the third island at this point. I need to actually finish it, but I've been trying to 100% it as I go, and so I haven't touched it in like almost 2 years. I haven't touched it since Alex and I got married. Let me put it that way. I played it for about 30 minutes last year when I was waiting on Alex to be ready to go somewhere. She was doing her makeup or something, and so I just turned on the PS5 and played Frontiers for half an hour while I waited for her to get ready. R.I.P. Chip. Agreed. I'm hopeful that the Werehog figure means we're going to get, like... Because one thing I do like about Jax having the licensing for Sonic and Mario... First of all, we get Mario and Sonic characters in proportional scale, like Sonic and Waluigi here, standing side by side, having a conversation, though it would look weird seeing Sonic talk to Waluigi. They are of roughly proportional heights to where they would be in, like, the Olympic Games. But anyways, not only that, but with the 2.5-inch figures, we get stuff like that we wouldn't get, like random badniks we wouldn't normally get, Mario enemies we wouldn't normally get. I'm hopeful we might get a 2.5-inch chip figure. I also feel like they're missing the opportunity to do 2.5-inch figures of the Wisps, though I could easily just print those. I know they did a 2.5-inch Charmy Bee, and I didn't know about it until after it was already extremely hard to get a hold of, so I haven't gotten that yet. I'm just going to kind of wait. They're going to make a Charmy that scales with the 4-inch figures. They're going to make a Charmy that's the same size as Cream the Rabbit eventually, and I'll just get that one. For now, Charmy just won't be in the Xander stop-motion cinematic universe, but I do know who's going to be replacing him as part of Team Chaotix for the time being. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Alright, so it was then Dante Chen obviously wins the entire speed tournament. I remember that much. Because the people are behind Dante Chen in the Oz 11 universe now, and I'm kind of behind him too, man. It was Dante Chen. I know he beat Carlito in the finals. He beat Zachary Wentz last week. It's Frankie Kazarian. There we go. I just had to process of elimination. I think a lot of us were worried it was going to be a Kaz versus Carlito final, and no one wanted either of them going for the belt against Axiom. At least I didn't. That's why I got so worried when you guys were like, oh, just do it CPU versus CPU. It's like, oh god, no, it's going to be Carlito or Frankie! Oh, man. Alright, cool. Well, I got that done. So... Oh, yeah. Cooked for, like, no reason. You're right. I don't know why it did, but it did. Alright, cool. Unfortunately, I can't just stay live until the 3D print is done, otherwise we'd be here till 1 in the morning. And I'm sure a lot of you wouldn't mind that, but I need to go to bed just in case, nope, a sub job opens up. So... And I'm hopeful one will, but we'll see. We will see what happens. But until then, I will see you guys on Friday for SmackDown. And throughout the week, I'll have NXT on Thursday. And then this weekend is a special episode of Speed, Clash with the Castle, and Halloween Havoc.